Once, in a time before the stars had found their places in the sky, there was a world where gods walked among mortals. They were mighty beings, feared and worshipped, for they held power over the winds, the seas, and the earth itself. But there was one who made even the gods tremble. Her name was Elara, though no one dared to speak it aloud. Elara was not a goddess. She was a mortal woman, born under a blood-red moon, with eyes like storm clouds and a voice that could silence the thunder. From the moment she took her first breath, the gods knew she was different. The earth sighed when she laughed, and the rivers slowed to hear her sing. But it was not her beauty that frightened them. It was the power they could not name, the power that hummed in her bones like a hidden fire. The gods watched her grow from a child into a woman, and with each passing year, their unease deepened. They sent omens to warn her away, storms to shake her path, and whispers in the dark to turn her heart cold. But Elara did not fear them. When the sky raged, she walked through the rain untouched. When the earth split beneath her feet, she stepped over the cracks as if they were nothing. The gods did not understand. How could a mortal be so unbroken? One day, the high god, Valtheris, called the others to his golden hall. "She must be stopped," he said, his voice shaking the mountains. "If she does not fear us, mortals will follow. And then what will become of our dominion?" The gods agreed, but none dared face her. Even Valtheris, who had once torn a sea in half with his bare hands, hesitated. So instead of striking her down, they decided to test her. They sent their most cunning trickster, the fox god Lysan, to deceive her. Lysan took the form of a wounded traveler and collapsed at the edge of Elara's village, crying out for help. Elara found him there, his golden fur matted with dirt, his breaths shallow. She knelt beside him, and though she saw the glimmer of divinity in his eyes, she did not turn away. She carried him to her home, fed him honeyed bread, and sang softly until his wounds closed. Lysan, who had never known kindness from mortals, was confused. "Why help me?" he asked. "You know what I am." Elara smiled. "Because you needed it." The fox god returned to the heavens, his heart heavy. "She cannot be broken," he told the others. "She does not hate, she does not fear. She only sees what is true." The gods were furious. If trickery would not sway her, then force would. They sent the war god, Drogath, a giant clad in black iron, to crush her village and bring her to her knees. Drogath descended with an army of shadows, setting fire to homes and scattering the people. Elara stood before him, small, but unshaken. "Leave this place," she said. The war god laughed. "Or what? You will fight me." Elara did not raise a hand. She simply looked into his eyes, and Drogath stumbled back as if struck. For the first time in his immortal life, he felt fear. Not of death, but of something worse. Being truly known. She saw the loneliness in him, the centuries of endless battle, the emptiness behind his rage. Drogath fled. Now the gods were truly afraid. They gathered in secret, whispering of a power greater than their own. Not of strength, but of understanding. Elara did not wield lightning or command the seas, yet she had undone their mightiest with a single glance. Valtheris, desperate, made a final plan. He would go to her himself, not as a god, but as a man. He cloaked his divinity and walked into the village, where he found Elara weaving cloth under an old oak tree. "I have heard stories of you," he said. "They say the gods fear you." Elara did not look up. "They fear what they do not understand. And what is that?" "That power does not come from might," she said. "It comes from knowing what others refuse to see." Valtheris felt his own heart laid bare. He, who had ruled for eons, realized he had never truly known himself. The rage, the pride, the need to be worshipped, it was all just a mask for something hollow. He left without another word. The gods never troubled Elara again. Some say they faded, their power undone by her quiet truth. Others claim they still watch from the heavens, waiting for the day when mortals no longer need gods to guide them. As for Elara, she lived as she always had, kind, unwavering. And the world, for the first time, learned to breathe without the weight of divine hands upon it. But the stars, when they finally appeared in the sky, burned a little brighter the night she closed her eyes for the last time, as if even the heavens knew something extraordinary had walked among them.